What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stash Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the kind of shocking rumor that came out lately, a day or two ago, about the Dolphins may fire Mike McDaniel if they miss the playoffs and lose to the Jets. This is a Week 18 matchup. So let's talk about it, guys. So scrolling down Twitter, I didn't see this on Bleach Report. I didn't see it on ESPN. I don't watch ESPN, but I go on the website to try to find news or to talk about whatever. I go on Bleach Report all the time, all day, every day, try to find something to talk about. You know, and I didn't see nothing. I went on Twitter late last night, and I'm like, I saw this article on like a second grade mainstream media type of thing. It wasn't a big dog, wasn't Schefter, none of them guys. It was someone right below them. I'm like, okay, this is probably not real, but okay, let me Google this. And all the Florida media is talking about it. It is definitely real. Stephen Ross could potentially let go of Mike McDaniel if they lose this game to the Jets and miss the playoffs. And let me say this, guys. I kind of understand where Ross is coming from. So let me break this down to you guys. If you don't remember, and it's not just a Mike McDaniel thing, but he has some fault in this too. But from Stephen Ross's perspective, in my personal opinion, Mike McDaniel was his first choice. If you remember, uh, he wanted Tom Brady as quarterback, and he really, really wanted Sean Payton. Sean Payton insisted on sitting out for a full year and gathering his thoughts, getting some rest, and then seeing what job was available for next year. Jim Harbaugh of Michigan, he really wanted Jim Harbaugh as well. Didn't get him. Jim Harbaugh stayed. Now, uh, you know, now on to the McDaniel's part. Um, McDaniel's was 8-3 to start the year. Can't deny that. Undeniable energy, undeniable start, amazing. Your team lost five straight. Dolphins lost five straight. Now they're 8-8, down to get a playoff spot. You can't have that. You can't do that. With the team, the amount of money Stephen Ross, and look, I don't agree with McDaniel leaving if the team does lose. I don't agree, but I do understand. You gotta think these billionaires, especially guys who care about their team and are impatient, they want to win. The Dolphins lost a first round pick for trying to tamper to get Tom Brady. you know, he put out all this money for not Tariq Hill, well for Tariq Hill too, Teron Armstead, the running backs they got, the line they got, upgraded line, Xavier Howard, just other guys as well. They've made the moves over the years, the last couple of years, to get his team where they at now. And even when Brian Flores was there last year and last couple of years, they didn't want Tua. They wanted Tom Brady. So, it's definitely tough. And Mike McDaniel, he didn't complete the job. If he completed his mission, got his team to a guaranteed playoff spot around this time, what can you say? But when you have your first and second option, reportedly last night, Jim Harbaugh tweeted out he's staying with Michigan in 2023. So I guess he's going. He still got Sean Payton that you can trade for if you wanted to. A future first, probably 2024 first, and maybe a day two 2023 pick. It is enticing if you're Stephen Ross and you really think Sean Payton is that guy for you. Also Tom Brady will be a free agent after this season. You can sign him, or you can trade for Derek Carr or whoever you think might be better than Tua. So, it definitely makes sense if Stephen Ross. You put in all that money and you're getting the same returns. You get a new head coach who's supposed to be a boy genius in Mike McDaniel, um, under the tutelage of Sean McVay, and same results, 8-8, 8-9. And it's not all on McDaniel. I'm just saying he leads the team, so the record goes on him. But two of the concussion stuff, and Teddy Bridgewater, and Teddy B as a backup. It sounds good these days, but man, he don't do too much. He don't win you games as a backup as he did a couple years ago. He don't push the ball down the field. He never really did, but he has his moments, he has his spurts. But I just remember like, man, Teddy B can't win with this team either. Like, he can't push the ball downfield with Waddle and Hill and Mike Gesicki and Sherfield. So having right backups as well, knowing your main guy, and I don't think Tua was a was a concussion guy back in the last couple of years, so it's not like you knew Teddy B would play, but you brought him in for a reason. He's a bridge quarterback extraordinaire, So he's brought in for a reason. In case Tua is down or gets benched, Teddy B would be the main starter for a couple of weeks. We all knew that when the signing happened. So you got to pick your backup quarterbacks better, and you gotta know what Bridgewater brings. He don't bring what the offense needs for the Dolphins. So that's a big mistake there. So if the move does happen, I don't know if Tua's playing. Is he playing this week? I'm not sure if he's cleared or what. Today's Friday. I'm doing this video Friday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know if Tua's playing or not. I know they signed Mike Glennon, right? 'Cause I know the joke about Mike McDaniel did a joke on signing Mike Glennon, whatever. But I don't know if Mike Glennon's playing. I don't know if Skylar Thompson's starting. I don't know what's going on. So if Tua doesn't play, that could be the cost of Miami Dolphins, Mike McDaniel's job. And it's not the best decision in my personal opinion, because you can look at their GM Grier. Grier's been there since 2016, announced as a GM, and they've had three head coach searches since. So that's a tough part there as well. Um, as I said, should Grier be the first to go? Yes, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how good he has it in Miami to skip over the anger, not anger, but the gavel of Stephen Ross. Because he's survived other head coaches. It's been no talk of him being let go. So I think he might have it in good with Stephen Ross, and it'll be all on the coaches. And Sean Payton's available. Everyone wants Sean Payton. Everyone's willing to give up a first rounder, future first rounder, and picks and players to get Sean Payton these days. So and it makes sense. And if Mike McDaniel is let go, he'll probably have a job immediately as someone's offensive coordinator. He really would, because let's not forget now. Before he was hired, his friend Brandon Staley, the Chargers head coach, wanted him as the OC. You know, I still think that the Baltimore Ravens could need an influx of new and improved offensive play calling. From Greg Roman's sorry offense. So if Mike McDaniel was to be let go, he'll get a job immediately. I don't know as a head coach right away. Maybe serve a year as an OC, then bounce back as a head coach next year if he does well, which he probably will. His system is pretty good. Uh, and I would love to see him with certain teams, Ravens, Chargers, maybe the Broncos. If they don't, well, obviously they don't get paid, and they get Dan Quinn, bring in Mike McDaniel as an offense coordinator. Just something like that. He would be first option for a lot of these guys' offensive coordinator jobs. So we'll see what happens though, guys. Weird, wild, but Stephen Ross does things his way. He is an owner, and he likes the things that he likes. And McDaniel can't get the job done. They might got to go Sean Payton's route. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.